It's fall, y'all, and I'm Bill Marion here at the River Maze, and this is A Nose for Life. So I know that the big buzz right now is about the movie Blade Runner, but did you see the movie Maze Runner? Yeah, me too, and honestly I don't remember much about it except that it's about a maze and it has nothing to do with corn, and today has everything to do with corn. This is a corny video, get it? Corn. Anyway, today Carolyn and I are going to a corn maze and we're taking you with us. You know, isn't it interesting that we have so much food that we can grow food just for recreation? Anyway, speaking of corn, I realize Christopher Columbus isn't anyone's favorite historical figure these days, even though he has his own holiday. You know, what with his beating, pillaging, and gold-loving ways, people just don't like Chris Columbus anymore. But I love reading about his personal discovery and love of corn, and the indigenous peoples were like, yeah, corn's really good, man. But Christopher just goes on and on about it. I'll leave an interesting link about Christopher Columbus's love for corn in the description. But you gotta love the fall. Corn mazes, football games, and jump scares. I hate jump scares. This year, Carol and I will be celebrating our 12-year anniversary.
Hi.
Carol and I were married in November of 2005, as in walking down the aisle, preacher, and everything else. But because of some botched paperwork, our official anniversary isn't until December 25th. That's right, Christmas Day. And again, that's for another video because that whole situation was insane. I'm glad we're married, don't get me wrong.
You better be glad.
But it was still insane. Nevertheless, in October 2005, a month before Carol and I said I do for the first time, Carolyn took me on a surprise date to a corn maze, and we had a blast.
This corn maze is actually in Georgia, but we're just across the Tennessee state line, so it's not far from Chattanooga at all.
So the name of the farm is Blowing Springs Farm. Again, it's right here in Georgia, just across the Tennessee line at the foot of Lookout Mountain, which is a part of it's right back there behind me. There's all kinds of things to do here for kids. There's things to do here for adults. The weather is perfect. It's overcast today, which is great for film, and it's great for taking pictures. They've got great food here. There's all kinds of things going on. This is a great place to come to celebrate fall and the end of the hellacious southern summer. I guess you could say that some of these attractions are corny. Says elect, rooster, feed for all. I think that's a political statement, I'm just saying. And yes, they have restrooms. Now, something I don't remember from 12 years ago, and maybe it's because we went later in the season, is all the butterfly attractions. They've got all these beautiful flowers out and thousands of butterflies. And of course, Carolyn loves butterflies. If you go to our Facebook page, which is at Bill Marion Life, again, that's at Bill Marion Life, join our Facebook page. Carolyn's got some amazing pictures of butterflies. She is a butterfly fanatic, and she's got her lens out today. She's gonna be taking pictures today of butterflies, but that's after we do this corn maze. You got rules at a corn maze. You know, you got to stay on the pathway, no picking or throwing corn. I just want to say for the record, I did not pick this. I found this. Somebody is foraging on the maize corn. Not cool. I don't care how hungry you are. Leave the corn alone. And no inappropriate languages. No smoking. That's exactly right. You can burn down the cornfield. No alcohol. Don't make alcohol out here. It's a corn maze. You can make moonshine out here, so don't do that. And no litter. Don't throw your stuff down. I mean, come on. Put it in your pocket. There's garbage cans. No littering, no running. It's not gonna be a problem with me, I assure you. But the corn maze is this direction, and so off we must go into the maze and try not to get lost.
It's a stroll down Corn Lane.
The Blue Man, yeah, the Blue Man. Hey, if you get that reference, put it in the comments below. Now, I ain't trying to get too farming on you because I'm not a farmer. I mean, I do some farm stuff, but I mean, I'm not a farmer. But walking through real corn is nothing like walking through a corn maze. Walking through real corn, hot, bugs, stuffy. Ugh. This is kind of like a stroll.
It's a stroll down Corn Lane.
So behind me, you can see this little, it's like a little place where you can, like, if you get lost, or somebody gets lost, you can step on this thing. I don't see how you get lost in this corn maze though, because it's a stroll through Corn Lane.
It's a stroll down Corn Lane.
There used to be questions and stuff, or you could get scared, but now it looks like it's mainly for kids.
And that's kind of nice. It's kind of nice that it's just for kids. Bring your kids out here and have fun with them and let them connect with nature, which is so important. So we're up here on this structure where you can see all of the corn maze and you can cheat. We're not gonna cheat though. Well, we're just kind of walking, so we might cheat just a little bit.
So Carolyn and I had a great time at Blowing Farms and their maze. It was awesome. A lot of good stuff. What we saw more than anything is a great place to recommend family with small children. I mean, all of our kids are like almost out of the house. Like I said earlier, we've got one at another maze up in Athens. Crystal, our youngest daughter, our oldest daughter is at the UT football game. And of course, Nathan is tearing a truck apart. It's crazy. He works like a madman. But seriously, we're still in maze mode. I mean, we just don't have all the maze worked out yet. So we are going to one of my favorite places in the world, one of Carolyn's favorite places in the world, the same county that Carolyn and I met, since we are kind of celebrating 12 years today. We are going to Polk County to the River Maze, and so we're really excited. We don't know what to expect. We've never been to this one, but like always, we're taking you with us.
The second corn maze was very different than the first corn maze, and we had a blast. But before we begin the second part of our maze days, if you're a subscriber, I just want to say welcome back. I am so thankful that you're watching and sharing our videos on Facebook and Twitter. The only way our channel grows is when you share our videos with friends and family, and we really appreciate it. If this is your first time to A Nose for Life, we hope you're enjoying this video and watch some of our other videos and consider becoming a part of our community by subscribing to our channel and requesting notifications by clicking the bell. Thank you so much for watching. Now, let's get back to the corn maze.
So we're 52 minutes away from the other maze, the other corn maze that was at the foot of Lookout Mountain outside of Chattanooga in Georgia. So we're 52 minutes north and to the east in Polk County at the River Maze. And this is a completely different thing. It looks a lot similar to the other maze. I guess people could say if you've seen one maze, you've seen them all. But I don't think that. I think there's probably something unique about every corn maze you could visit. So the general price, from what it looks like, whether it's in Chattanooga, here in Polk County, Tennessee, outside of Benton, or probably up in Athens. We'll check in with Crystal later and see what she has to say about the maze up there. That it's going to be around $10 to $12, which isn't too bad. But it could be expensive. If you've got a lot of kids, it could run into kind of an expensive day. But there's all kinds of stuff to do when it comes to kids, and not just the corn maze, but all kinds of rides and hay rides and anything that you would kind of associate with the fall. It's a lot of fun. Okay, now I'm not trying to start like a maze competition or anything like that, but I gotta hand it to the River Corn Maze because that's a lot of corn, a whole lot of corn. From the looks of it, they take the corn maze aspect of this seriously. Now there's kid rides here too, hay rides and tractor pull kind of stuff. But I mean, they even issue you your little armband in there. They've got big watchtowers here in case you get lost, because here, the corn is actually taller than you are. So Carol and I are geeked up. We're ready to rock this thing, man. It's gonna be crazy. Okay, so this corn maze is completely different than the other corn maze back in Chattanooga. This corn maze is the real deal. You get these passports and you have to answer questions. They have different categories too. I mean, they've got sports and they've got history, they've got scripture. Yeah, they've got scripture here. We picked the scripture and the history. And so you basically follow the track along with these passports and you get your way through the maze, or you get lost. And we're hoping not to get lost.
It's a stroll down Corn Lane.
Okay, now as far as corn mazes go, I guess this would have to be my favorite one. Don't get me wrong, Blowing Springs Farm is amazing. It's a great place. But I mean, here the corn is like 10 feet tall, it seems like, and you really feel like you're in a maze. I mean, you feel like you're in the middle of nowhere. Plus, it's out towards the Ocoee River. That kind of makes it nice. I mentioned the overcast earlier, but around here, that can usually mean a quick storm. So we're kind of hoping we don't run into any bad weather. So this particular maze that we're in right now, it has two phases. It has a phase 1 and phase 2. We've been on phase 1 and 2 for about 30 minutes, breezing through it, but it's a lot of fun, and they've got some complicated routes. I'm telling you, if you can get out to Polk County, and if you like corn mazes, I should say, this is an awesome corn maze. So check this out. At every post here, not only do you get your trivia question on your passport, but you also have these little recipes for like home cooking in the fall. Like this one here is for grandma's yeast rolls. It's pretty cool. And of course, on every sign, there's a different recipe. You gotta check this place out. So Carolyn loves puzzles. I mean, she loves puzzles. And she figured something out on this maze, which has made it less challenging. Now, of course, you have your passport with your trivia, but that's just a part of it. There's another part of the corn maze that you kind of have to figure out to get to your checkpoints. And my wife killed it.
It's a stroll down Corn Lane.
I can't tell you what it is, though, because it'll ruin it for you, and I don't want to ruin it for you. Nine and 10 got the best of us. I mean, we're still struggling through 9 and 10, but if you love a challenge, you love a riddle, you've got to check out the river maze. It's pretty awesome. 3, 2, 1. Carolyn and I have had a blast today. This is something that we should make an every year thing. The maze here in Polk County, the river maze, was sensational. It took us about an hour, 9 and 10 on the lanes there. A little rough, but we made it through it. But we had a great time. Hats off to the people here who provide this awesome, clean, family fun entertainment. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'm Bill Marion, and this is A Nose for Life.